it seems like I believe that there is an external reality, and then all you do is observe it, and then you discover something that's already there. So I seem to believe that gravity was there before Newton discovered it.
Alrighty. Now, let's postulate that gravity was there before Newton discovered it. Now, there was a time in the universe when gravity didn't exist.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. You know, before the Big Bang, gravity didn't exist. There was no need for gravity. I mean, since we're doing science here, right? Do you know how much was created? Have you ever looked into the Big Bang? Have you know how much was created in the first nanosecond? I mean, the first million nanoseconds? Oh, it's amazing. I mean, by a second, the entire universe is already unfolded. Whoa, that must have been a hell of a bang. God said, let there be universe. And, you know, since God's the creator of everything, doesn't have to wait around for it. Right, you see? Let there be space. Infinite space. I'm God. This is good. That personified God, right? Okay. Anyway. But back to your deal, right? So, yes. But let's go this route, right? It wasn't in your experience.
No.
And where does everything exist? See? And then somehow it comes into your experience, you see? And you say, it exists now. It always was, but now it exists. See, so there's that rub there. Yeah? Yeah. All right. Yeah. See? And in your experience, the very same place where this came to pass, okay, the very same place this came to pass, in your experience, you make a distinction of objective reality in which you can only discover things and it's always that way, and not that. You know, subjective reality, you know, where we can invent and apply stuff like language, right? Mind, interpretation, meaning, value, function, use, inventions, right? And all of those are inventions, right? See, all of those are something we've actually created, yeah? It didn't exist before. Language didn't exist in the universe and said, okay, we discovered language. Somebody says, hey, look, let's say, hey, we're talking now. We discovered it. We ran into a room and everybody was talking. I discovered language, right? We don't imagine that's the case, right?
No.
No, because it doesn't fit the distinction. See, so the objective reality, which, once again, okay. See, that's a distinction you make where? In your experience. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so it's possibly not true. Possibly. Because it only exists in your experience. Now, it's a good one, though. It's a good one. But now, let's take a look at that. Because, we're fascinated by this. Yeah? See, now you say, reality, I only discover stuff. Well, you don't just discover stuff, right? You don't just discover stuff because you interpret it, right? Wall, table, and that's you doing it. Reality is not doing that. Reality is doing whatever reality is doing, right? The objective reality, whatever reality is doing. But it's not doing table, you're doing table. Reality is just doing whatever, right? See? And that's the interpretation, which is your experience. Okay, now, also, if we follow out this business, we also start noticing that reality, this objective reality, is something we perceive and interpret. We perceive it. That means our experience of reality and discovery, ergo discovery, is limited to the faculties that have been invented so far, right? That have been invented. Invented. Biologically invented, right? See? Because an animal had to invent, eyes. See? Had to create these eyes. Had to do that. Ooh, eyes, look around, look around. Hey, I can do better than you because I can see. And you're just a slug, you can't see. Haha. You see how that works? See? Because, the slug or whatever and the worm, they don't have eyes. They didn't invent eyes, you see? They didn't have eyes. See? And then biological life invents eyes. But the universe, remember the objective reality, that's just objective reality, not an invention. See? And so then at least we have to start to acknowledge that we're limited to what have been invented by biology, what have been invented by us, by mind, etc. The interpretation, the function, location, distance, relationship between things. This world, we're doing that. It's not doing that. It doesn't give a shit. And then we go further, and if we consider that what's there isn't really there. Right? See, because what's there is just a wall. For us, it's not. What's there is, say, the particles, maybe, energy, whizzing shit, right? Atoms, particles, right? That's not what we're experiencing. See, we're not experiencing that. So we'd have to say we're not really experiencing objective reality. So all of our discovery is in the place where we experience, which is in the place where we interpret and perceive. Yeah? So we seem to be more involved. We're getting really involved here. Yeah. So I guess we're just going to have to set out to experience what an object is and settle the matter. Yeah?
That would settle the matter, I imagine.
Yeah. Unless it turns out an object is only in our experience.